Hello, guys. Welcome back to Yes Academy podcast. And here with me again, our brother Phang.
You can stop calling me that. Okay, welcome back, everybody, and good to see you in another episode. We have been producing a couple of episodes, and thank you. We have received quite a number of feedbacks from all of you here. We will do our best to reply to your feedback. And of course, if let's say there are anything that you would like to know, or you like to find out, or you have anything that you like to share, please put down in the comment section.
Yes, and it's very exciting again to see you guys again tonight, very late night. And well, let's recap what we have said. Last week we talking about MAD, MAD, which stands for money, authority, and desire. So we really learned a lot on how we can actually, filter who are the people that we should really go through. We learned so much. And this week, we're going to talk more in depth on the type of the customers, right?
Yeah. So once you have already classified whether they have MAD, money, authority, and desire, of course, we will also want to know those people who are giving you money. And these people are called the customers.
Yes. So are you guys excited for this week's content? Because I know that this week's content will really help you. And if you're excited, please type yes in the chat box. Yes, I want to learn now.
Good. Good to hear that, right? Now, okay, let's start off. Now, what are there are three types of customers, actually. When we are dealing with anybody, there are three types of customers. Now, type number one is what we call as existing customers. Existing, that we know.
Yeah.
Later, we are going to do a bit of definition in terms of the different types of customers. Existing. Number two is in terms of potential customers. Yeah. And number three, cold customers. What do you understand with existing, potential, and cold?
Well, existing customers are pretty straightforward. I think people in front of the camera, most of them are our existing customers who actually consume our products.
Okay.
So they are people who are already consuming without. Then this is where I feel a little bit, like I'm not so sure. Potential customer and cold customer. Potential means that the people that I want to, tackle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
People that I haven't converted into customer. But cold customer, why are they called cold?
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So that is why I would like to give you the definition of my definition of how we can actually differentiate the different kinds of customers that we have.
Okay.
Now, existing customers are those that is already doing business with you. Right? It doesn't matter whether they are B2B or B2C, but they are already doing business with you. So that's where we call them existing customers. Now, potential customers are those people who may buy from you in the future. They have not bought from you now, but they will buy from you in the future. Make sense?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And cold customers are, this is a very important group of customers. Now, cold customers are customers that have done business with you previously, but now no longer doing business with you.
That explains. So in other words, these are the people that have done and then somehow they gone missing.
Correct. For whatever reason that we don't know, they are no longer buying from you. They are no longer your customers.
I see.
I mean, technically, they are not classified as your customer if they are no longer buying from you. That's why I call them cold customers.
So we have to use different approach when we approach the cold customers and compared to the potential customers, right?
Definitely. We cannot be using the same way in terms of how we deal with existing customers and how we deal with potential customers and also cold customers. No, we have to use different strategies and we have to use different action plans.
I see. Well, let's deep dive into it.
All right, let's deep dive. All right, so let's start off with existing customers. Now, if you have existing customers, and please put it down into the chat, and also please put it down into our comment section also, how you actually get more business from your existing customers. It's very important for us to know also. Right now, before we go and to talk about the strategies, right? Now, Leo, for you, when you have your existing customers, how do you get them to buy more?
Well, usually we do discounts, purchase on purchase, and we do throw out campaigns like travel campaign or somehow gadget campaigns. You do certain kind of sales, and then you get rewarded with some kind of gadgets and whatnot.
Right,
So
right.
pretty straightforward. Or sometimes it's just outright that we do more awareness, like we do a bi-weekly Zoom. Okay, so we in the bi-weekly Zoom, then we talk more about that product, and then it just voila.
Very true, very true. Yeah, that's what you do, right? That's how you want to boost your sales. Yeah. Now, let me categorize between B2B and B2C, because the way we deal with B2B will be very different. The way we deal B2C will be different also when it comes to existing customers. Now, why existing customers are so important?
Oh, I mean, without existing customers, I think there's no business.
Definitely.
So you really need to keep as many existing customers as possible, preventing them from becoming cold, and then tackle more potential customers.
Right. Now, if you are desperate for sales, let's say you're coming nearly towards the month end, I bet you have to make your reporting and you need to report back how much sales you have done. What will be the fastest way to get sales? From which groups of customers you will approach to get more sales?
Well, I think that existing customers have already made their purchases, so of course we can entice them to purchase more. But then since they most probably have met their demand, so I think the likelihood of them to buy again might be not so high. Then the number one people that I really will focus will be the cold one, because they have bought before. So all I have to know is to identify that. What are their problems? Why didn't they buy? And then most likely, if they buy it 1 or 2 times, they most likely will buy again.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. That's what I believe.
All right. Now, in sales, right, we always say that if your customers, right, you need to go back to your customers to get more sales. So the first group I will always recommend that you go back to is existing customers.
Existing customers. Okay.
Right. Now, why existing customers? Because they have a relationship with you. They know you, right? And that's why it's much easier to sell into them.
That's true.
Yeah. So that when you talk about something, then say, okay, I like that. That's why I do. Then you entice them with discounts, and then after that you give them some exclusive promotions. Yeah, that's why how you get existing customers to buy more. Now, a few things which I've listed here. The first thing that you can do for your existing customers is that please remember this is a very important keyword, cross-selling and upselling to your existing customers. This is a strategy that you need to use.
Cross-selling and upselling.
Yes, correct. And have you heard about this term before?
Definitely about upselling, yes. Because, whenever you go to the mall or everywhere, they always say, okay, upselling. I think the best example will be AirAsia. They always sell you the ticket price, but then again, you have to top up this and that just to be comfortable. It's not possible to be comfortable with the base price of AirAsia. So they are like the king of the upselling.
Which is true. But let me give you the sales definition of cross-selling and upselling.
Okay.
Right. Now, cross-selling is to sell a different product to the same group of customers. Which means that, for example, you're talking about AirAsia, right? Now, AirAsia, they are selling tickets. Yeah, that is the basic product. But of course, they will add in terms of food, then insurance, then baggage. Baggage or luggage? Baggage.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
English is very confusing.
Yes.
All right. Now, so what happens is this, right? You add on. And when the add on is what we call as cross-selling.
Oh.
Cross-selling is selling a different product to the same group of customers. Now, upselling. Upselling is to sell a higher price product to the same customers.
So meaning from economy class to...
Correct. First class.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Or to business class.
Yeah.
So that is what we call as upselling.
I see.
Yeah. So that's how we differentiate between cross-selling and upselling. Yes. Right. So...
yeah, no, I got it right. So maybe just now upselling, when I was saying it's actually different.
Cross-selling.
Yes, cross-selling.
Yeah. Remember, cross-selling is to sell a different product to the same groups of customers.
Yeah.
Upselling is to sell a higher price product.
Same product.
You're right. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I got
So for those of you who are selling into existing customers, remember, please use cross-selling and upselling.
Type in cross-selling, upselling in the chat box.
Yeah. And not only that, right? Anything that you would like to ask?
Okay. How can we effectively use this method to actually tackle our existing customers? Yeah. Like, for example, what is the best approach to actually go to them? Okay, of course we can't just say, hey, do you want to buy? What are the best method? Do you have any tips?
Oh yes, definitely. All right. That is what I'm going to share with you what we can do when we come back from the break. So let's go for a short break first.
Every step used to feel effortless. Every moment was yours to seize. But pain changes everything. It takes away not just movement, but joy, confidence, and the life you once knew. You start to wonder if this is it, if the best days are behind you. But deep down, you still dream of moving freely, of running, dancing, and living without limits. J-Flex, a breakthrough in joint health, crafted from nature's most powerful ingredients. Turmeric to soothe inflammation, boswellia to ease stiffness, and glucosamine sulfate to rebuild and strengthen. J-Flex doesn't just restore movement, it restores moments. It gives you back the confidence to run, to play, to live life the way you deserve. Because movement is more than motion. It's connection. It's joy. It's freedom. Flex. Rediscover life's moments.
All right. Okay, welcome back, guys, and happy to have you guys again. And where were we? We are talking about
existing customers, how to get more sales from existing customers, right?
And the upsell and then the cross selling as well.
Yeah, and you were asking the question that we cannot just go in and just say that, oh, we have this product to sell.
Yeah, it feels very, very pushy, I would say.
Yeah. That is no difference from hard sell.
That's true.
Oh, before that, you may hear us using the word hard sell, and basically what is hard sell? Hard sell is actually a concept in sales where if you are sitting down in the coffee shop, for example, and people come in and then they start to sell you products, that's hard selling, because most of the time you will push them away. And it is very difficult to sell. That is why it is called hard selling. And this concept of hard selling basically goes back to many years back, where goes back when people start to sell, because at that time there were no technology. And when there's no technology, then people have to go door to door, and people to people, and then they start selling. So
very inefficient way, because most of the time when those people come to me, I feel so annoyed and I just want to push them away.
Correct.
And it feels very, very bad.
Correct. You brush them off.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is why we do not want to talk about hard selling, right? Now, that is something we won't do in cross-selling and upselling. Please don't hard sell.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Right. Now, one of the way that we can actually go to and talk to our existing customer is in terms of this one. I always start off with something and say that, right? Actually, Leo, right? What are you looking for in new products that we have?
Oh, first finding their desire.
Correct.
Yeah.
To look out for their needs. Now, you see, that is the thing. The key word here when we are dealing with existing customers is that we need to understand their needs. If they don't have a need for your product, remember, if they don't have a need for your product, will they buy?
No.
They will not buy.
Yes.
So that's why we need to understand their needs, or we help them and by creating the needs for them.
Engineering the needs, engineering the demand, the desire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So that is where we will say that this product is suitable for you. Why?
So you try to identify their wants and needs, and then try to say that this thing is actually perfect for you. Can solve your problem A, B, C, and D.
Yes, correct. All right. So that is why we don't hard sell. Because we found out that they have a need. So when we found out that they have a need, that is why we will zoom in with the right product. Not every product. Let's say, for example, Leo, you say that you have 10 products. Now they have bought, let's say, 2 or 3 products, right? We cannot be selling the balance 6 or 7 or 8 products to them. No, right? We may even sell him just one. But it is an additional sales on top of what they have bought from you.
So basically, just like this is my existing customer, okay? I'm looking at the person. So maybe this person has bought a product from me. Let's just say that this product is let's just say sunrise. Okay, it's a
Right,
product
right.
of a stem cell where it good to do with your aging.
Yeah.
So this person is a woman. Okay, so
Mhm.
I think that most of the time women has constipation issue. Let's just say that.
Yes.
So I
Mhm.
recommend and say, hey, you have like constipation issue. Do you want to consider our product Colon Gut?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that is how you link it to another product. Yeah. So when they understand, oh yeah, I have constipation issue, right? Well, what would you recommend? Then you will recommend, let me recommend this product to you. This product will help you to resolve your constipation issue. That is where you are trying to cross-sell your product.
Cross-sell, not upsell.
No.
It's a different product.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I see. So what are the challenges that we might face when we are doing cross-selling, let's just say?
Mhm. Yeah. The challenges, number one, is that, of course, they will see whether they have the budget or not.
So it comes back to M again.
Yeah. Money,
Yeah.
right? Whether, because they have the desire, they want to buy, but they don't have the money. Then they'll sell it, I don't have the budget, I already bought your product, so budget gone. No budget. Yeah. Now, the other part is that, let me ask my husband first. If it's a woman, they may say, let me ask my husband first, whether it's suitable for me. Or they may say, let me ask my doctor first. Yeah, because if let's say it is about issue of health, they may want to consult their doctor first. So that is authority.
I see. So back to the same fundamental to sales, we have to solve their MAD problems. Okay, as long as we can solve their MAD problems, and then we try to recommend them a product that we believe they need.
Correct,
Use the word believe, then we have higher chances of winning them as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this is for B2C. Let's say you're selling direct to the customers. Now what about B2B?
Is there any different? I mean, it's also identifying their needs, right?
Yeah, identify their needs. But B2B is a bit more different.
How
Right?
different is it?
Okay, now you see, in B2B, we always categorize our customers according to their importance. Yeah, for example, what are the criteria we use in order to categorize them? For example, we can categorize them as A groups of customers, B groups of customers, or C groups of customers. Now, usually, how we categorize the different groups of customers are, for example, right? We can categorize them based on the quantity that they buy, based on the value that they pay. All right. So there are few, or even how good are they in terms of their paying,
Paymaster.
Paymaster. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is how you can categorize the different groups of customers. If they are like your top customers, then you will categorize them as A groups of customers. These are the most important customers. Right. Now, in terms of B2B, what happens is that they are not only buying from you, they are also buying from other people.
Yes.
Right. So they are not only buying from you, they are also buying from other people. If you want them to only buy from you, of course, you need to give them certain additional things. Like, for example, all right, how you want to turn them. This is a very important, I always tell people, right, how you turn your customer to become your partner.
Wow, I think that's what we actually do a lot in direct selling. We always tell the potential customers that, have you tried a product? Yes. Do you like a product? Yes. Is it working on you? Yes. So why not you promote the product to get additional income?
Correct.
So come to B2B. You're saying that making a customer to be a partner.
Correct.
I mean, maybe your customer can help you to, introduce business, but how can your customer become your partner? This is where I don't get it.
Okay. Now, you see, your customer to become your partner means that, for example, in terms of the context of direct selling, right? Now, your customer is right now a consumer.
Yes.
They are consuming the product.
Yes.
They are not doing the business.
Yeah.
So you can get them to do the business.
Yes.
And when you get them to do the business, which means that you are giving them the kind of support that they need so that they can do a better job in terms of recruiting people, growing, talking to customers, expanding their business and all that. So that's where you are starting them and turning them to become your partner.
Wow, this is very important. I think, one of the best ways is that you sell and then suddenly your customer helps you to get business. I mean, this is one of the best business models we can get.
And one of the model of MLM, direct selling, is basically you sell to another person and another person will sell to another person. And then after that, they have levels, right? They have different levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all the levels pay. So
correct.
That, basically, yes, now some people, one of the I can even give an example.
Yeah.
I know a person who makes thousands of dollars.
Okay.
I don't want to use the word. I don't want to give out the figure. It will be too. People will be drooling, and will be too. What do you call that? Donkey in
Jealous.
English. Jealous. Yes. So because all he did was just find one person, and he makes so much money. Yeah. But this is the power of MLM, the beauty of it.
Correct. And that person must take care of that person, because that is a very strong partner. If he lost that person, his whole business can be gone.
Yes. And he won't enjoy the kind of so much money. Yeah.
So in that situation, let me take that situation. In that situation, don't you think that the person will need to treat the other person as a very strong partner?
Oh yes. I think it's important for that person to actually talk to that person every day and try to solve his problem, his or her problem, and not just that. Try to, she's the boss right now. She's the boss. So you have to do everything, even though she asks and he or she asks and say, I want 50% of it.
Right.
But if you say no, you don't get anything. So yeah.
Correct. And not only that, right? So that is why it is very important for you to really identify who are the customers you can actually turn to become your partner. That's the first thing that you need to do. And then after that, you need to sit down with them and to come up with a plan, right? Okay, I can see your potential to build your business, and then how can you actually help the person to build the business?
I see. I think, is there any criteria where we select the customer to become partner? I think in general, if you ask me, I think I would just pick the satisfied customer. I mean, the customer that give me the good what do you call that, testimony or feedback. I'll be like, oh, okay, maybe this guy is suitable to become a partner in business, because if they like the product, I mean, they are the walking testimony, and they are the best person to actually promote the product or advertise the product.
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
Of course, there are certain criteria. That's why it depends from industry to industry. It's not the same across, right? It's not the same across all industries. So you need to understand about a few criteria, general criteria. I would say that's number one is that they're interested. They're interested to work together with you.
The desire.
Yeah, the desire. They're interested to work together with you. Number two is that they have the potential to be developed to become a partner.
That's true.
Of course, you have to talk to them and see how far they are willing to go, how much sacrifice they are willing to put in order to be upgraded into that. And of course, in terms of the condition also, I believe that your organization will have certain criteria to meet in order to move on to the next level.
Yeah, that's definitely. So those are just a payout criteria as well. So when we are approaching these customers, okay, we call it potential partner. Customer potential to be partners.
Yeah.
Customer potential partners. So,
existing customers, potential partners.
Yeah. So you mentioned about the tools, the things that we need to do to make sure that they are well equipped to actually tackle the market, right? So, I mean, let me share what we do actually here. We usually give out slides. Of course, slides like the bread and butter, and then marketing tools like, for example, brochures and booklets and so forth. And sometimes we do videos, like we pre-record a lot of videos that people can actually share, marketing videos. Some videos are more like directly to, oh, do you have constipation? Or try this product. Yeah. So these are the things that we do. Other than that, we call that marketing tools maybe.
Yeah.
So what are the things that we can do to increase our chances to convert them into a successful partner, I would say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give you a metaphor first.
All right. Metaphor.
Now, you see, whatever you are doing is that you want to create awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to create awareness. But the key question is that, what is the last mile connectivity? For example, let me give you an example. You want to reach your destination. You want to take the train. All right. So if you want to take the train, you take the train, you take a taxi, and then you go to the LRT or MRT station. Then from there, you take another train then from there, you need to take another train.
Yes.
So you need to take another taxi or a Grab to go to your final destination.
That's true.
Now, at every point, okay, whatever that you have given is a marketing tool. Marketing tool means to bring me from one place to another place. But the key question is that, how do I get from that last train station to my destination? That is the last mile connectivity. Marketing can bring you to the station. But the last mile connectivity is actually sales, which means someone has to go and talk to their customers,
Potential customers. Mm-hmm.
that this product is most suitable for you. So your marketing, your promotional materials and all that, videos and all that can only do so much.
Yes.
But to get the sales, that's where your partners will come in. Your potential partners, your existing customers, your potential partners, that's where they need to play the role in terms of talking to them, in terms of persuading them, and in terms of influencing them. This product is the right product.
I see. So maybe I think one of the things that in network marketing, this is something that is very well practiced, is that they actually join few, two-person join in to see their prospective customer.
Correct.
Yeah, and then usually the senior will actually do the presentation because the seniors know how to present well, and then they explain the things well, so that they join. And because the the potential customer of your existing customer who's going to be a partner, because they have the relationship, that's why they can get their friends out. And then the senior, because they are better in terms of the pitching, because they are well trained. Usually we are well trained in this industry, so that they are able to do it more successfully.
Correct. Yeah. And that is where they need to have the skill to sell.
Back to basic.
Yes, back to basic. Not only that now. In any sales, right, I always tell people there are 3 things that you need to learn. Number 1, your product knowledge.
Yes.
Number 2, your knowledge to sell. And number 3, your knowledge to serve.
Oh, wow.
Right, but we'll go into that in future videos, not today. Today we are just going to talk about what we can do for existing customers. So these are the things that we can actually do for existing customers. Remember, in terms of cross-selling, upselling, and also from existing customers to partners.
Wow, I really learned a lot today. So just a quick recap. Today we talk about how can we actually reach our existing customer, because like he mentioned just now, the first, like the month end, when you want to increase your sales, who you should find? You should actually focus on your existing customer. And when you go to your existing customer, what you're going to do is either you cross-sell them or you upsell them. And the definition, don't get it wrong. Upsell means the same product, but you sell it at a higher price range because it has an upgrade of the same product. And cross-selling means the customer may buy product A and you're going to try to sell product B. So through this, you are able to increase your sales likelihood. And there are 3 types of customers. Well, the existing customer, the potential customer, and don't forget the co-customer. We're going to cover on how we're going to touch the other 2 customers, well, in the next episode, I would say. Yeah.
And with that, thank you everyone for watching our podcast, and we will see you in the next episode.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much.